Hi, I'm Rich Horn from Sportsland in Salt Lake City. I'm here today to show you a beautiful Winnebago motorhome, a Vista 35B. This is the model that has bunk beds in it and has lots of sleeping for a family of 8. Today we're going to start from the outside and show you a few of the benefits of buying a Winnebago product. Winnebago actually has what we call a superstructure. This is a unit that has steel in the A pillars and in the B pillars right here. That seat belt is actually attached to steel and is rated at 600 pounds. The benefit of that steel structure, that superstructure, is the fact that you actually are riding and driving in a steel cage. I don't know of another manufacturer who creates that kind of a situation that is going to be that safe. That steel structure includes window wipers being mounted in steel. The actual window wiper motor is mounted in steel. Most everyone else, they are just mounted into the fiberglass, and that is a true benefit of Winnebago's construction. The firewall is steel, and the floor in the cab is all steel. Winnebago makes a real effort to make the product as strong as possible and as durable so that you don't have trouble down the road. That whether it's in wiring or the structure itself, they do a good job, and they build most of it themselves. The wiring looms are all built in Forest City, Iowa, and they are built by the Winnebago folks there. They actually have a number that is every 6 inches on each piece of wire that they install, so that if there ever is a short, you can find it by that number, and you don't have to spend the extra money to have a mechanic find that short. This is a F53 Ford chassis, the Ford V10, 362 horsepower. It is the drivetrain that we are using now. It's on a 22,000-pound chassis. This also has the 22.5-inch tires and wheels, and it has the Alcoa aluminum wheels. Structure-wise, on the outside, we have absolutely one of the strongest screen doors in the industry. That is as close to a residential style screen door that you'll find in any RV. Winnebago has changed the whole marketplace because of that door. They build it, it's powder coated, they build it right there in their store, or in their manufacturing facility. They don't buy that screen door from another manufacturer. They build it and build it to their specs so that it's the right one. As far as the floor plan goes, lots of benefits in this 35B. This has an exterior flat screen TV that has a CD and DVD player on the outside with the speakers on the outside. As you're camping, you can be out underneath your awning watching a movie or the game or whatever you want to be watching. One of the true benefits of this floor plan is storage. You're going to have storage to put all your stuff in, so this is actually true pass-through storage. It goes all the way through that compartment and also this one too. They actually have nice side opening doors that are sure great for not bumping your head as you're trying to get into those storage compartments. And they all have a nice, easy latching door. Another benefit of Winnebago, if you look inside here, right there is a tag. That's got a number that tells us what this door is. We can take that number and order you that door through our parts department, and you will get the right door at the first time. That's a huge feature. These are all sealed doors, sealed compartments. They have a bubble seal all the way around them, and they're very well built and put together. They give you every nook and cranny they can give you for storage. That's a half storage compartment. You got water above that. Right there is another storage compartment, and there's a water tank. And of course, back here we have our 5500 Onan generator. That's the quietest one in the industry, and it's going to do you a great job. The 5500 will run 2 air conditioners and the rest of the house, and that's the benefit of having that big gen. You notice there are slide toppers on all the slide outs, and that's a nice feature. This coach comes with a backup camera. It has 2 side cameras, so when it is initiated, the side camera is initiated by turning on the blinker, and in that backup monitor on the dash, you will see what is going down the side of the coach, whether it's the curb side or the driver's side. You've got a 5,000-pound rated hitch for towing your car or toys or whatever you want to tow. That ladder is also rated for well over 300 pounds. You have a nice big high brake light so that if you're towing something, somebody sees you put the brakes on, they know that you got the brakes on. and a nice molded top. One of the benefits of a Winnebago product also is that they use their fiberglass, one-piece fiberglass roof that we don't see that common in the industry. It has a 10-year parts and labor versus a 12-year limited warranty on the rubber product. This is your rear dump station. Because this is a bath and a half floor plan, you have a double drainage system. This is the storage in the slide out underneath the bed. They give you every nook and cranny they can give you. Once again, there's that tag that tells us if we need to replace that door for any reason, if we damage it, it's there. There's your midsection dumps area for the midship bath and the kitchen area. And again, we get over here to the other side where we've got those pass-through storage compartments that give you so much storage. Let's take a minute and go inside and take a look at the interior. Winnebago uses the steps as a place to put their batteries. There are 2 RV batteries underneath the step. They're easy access. They're sealed nice and tight so you don't get any fumes inside the coach. And of course you have 1 engine battery also. This is a unit that is very well equipped. It's a family unit, but it's also one that could be very luxurious and nice for a couple if you wanted to use it that way. The passenger seat is actually a recliner with the footrest. That is a great feature. Both seats spin so that they can be a part of the living space. One of the benefits too of this option here is that you actually have a desk area. You can put your bills or papers or book or Kindle or whatever in there and have a little tray to work on. An option that Winnebago has that is extremely helpful as you're traveling. When you're on the road, they have what they call motor aid. Motor aid is actually a way to heat the coach without running your furnace going down the road. You have your front heat off the engine. Winnebago takes a line from the radiator, they wrap it back around a heat exchanger in the rear, around the water heater, and back to the front. It cools your engine in the summertime because that water is circulating a further distance, and it also gives you heat while you're going down the road. And when you stop, you have hot water as you're traveling. So that's a real benefit, not having to run your propane and buy that gas. Another option here is the Pullout Sofa. This actually has an air mattress on it that actually is a queen bed. It is a real good, comfortable bed. It's not the height of bed that leaves that bar in your back that you feel all night long. Another nice feature that we have here is including lots of storage and hardwood cabinet fronts. There's lots of storage here, but they also have the Dream Dinette. And this Dream Dinette is the easiest thing to make up. It actually runs on a shock, it just sets down, and of course you put the cushions on top of it, and that makes your second bed. In the galley area, this particular floor plan, it gives you lots of counter space. It gives you many drawers. And this particular one is set up where it has the stove top and the oven, and it also has microwave and convection in the top unit. That is a huge feature. You notice also that they give you a really nice backsplash back here that really protects those walls and keeps the splashing onto, if you get some grease, it's easy to clean up and wipe up. One of the options on this coach is the fact that you've got the wood inserts here on your 12 cubic foot fridge. That 12 cubic foot fridge runs on 110 power and also 12 volt power. It is really the one that everybody likes, especially if you do some camping. A lot of manufacturers are going to the residential style fridge, but if you camp, you dry camp, it's nice to have that ability to use propane. This also has the ice maker in it. Another nice feature is the huge pantry area. Lots of storage. There's enough storage for sure to for a week if you start putting all the compartments together. Of course, the reason people buy this particular floor plan is because of the sleeping. There are 2 beds. They're over 6 feet long, and they're wide enough that you could actually have an adult sleep in there. And of course, they also come with their own DVD players. That's a nice feature. The kids love that. I'd like you to take a look at the bathroom. In the bathroom, there's actually enough room. This is the half bath, enough room to move around. You have a auxiliary water pump switch there in case it's been turned off somewhere else. You need to use the facilities, you can turn the water on. Nice roomy half bath. As you come out of the bathroom, one of the things that Winnebago has put together that really helps us as a motorhome owner or user is their one place system. Right here, there's pretty much most all the switches to run this coach. From the slide mechanisms, these are the 3 slides. You have your water pump, or your water heater, excuse me, from 110, or whether you're gonna run it on propane. And of course, there's 2 different drainage systems, so you've got to be able to control those areas. Of course, you got your generator start, your levels, and one thing that's really incredible about Winnebago is those water levels are all taken from the outside of those tanks, because when the sensors are inside the tank, you get garbage on those sensors and then they don't function properly. These sensors are all on the outsides of the tank, so that they're going to last a lot longer and do you a better job. Power line is something that is really important as a motorhome owner. If you pull into an RV park and you only have 30 amp service, this will help you to manage and monitor your power so that you're not blowing breakers outside or inside the coach. And of course, another nice feature is that you've got coach heat, which will give you heat down to about 45 degrees outside. It will warm the coach through the air conditioning system if you're plugged in. One last feature here is a 1,000-watt inverter. That inverter actually inverts plugs in the bedroom as well as in the living area, so that you can run your appliances on 12-volt power. This is an opposing slide situation in here. The bed slides out, and of course this wall here slides out. You've got another TV here, and I believe that's number 6 as far as the TVs go in this coach. And you have lots of nice storage over here for hanging clothes and the things that you need to take with you. In the 35-footer, this has just got so much storage. Last but not least is the rear bathroom. And anybody who has been in a motorhome knows bathroom space is usually quite limited. One of the nicest features is this extra large shower. You notice that's not a rectangle, that is a huge square. That is what they call their big shower. Nice and roomy. If you drop the soap, you can actually bend over and pick it up and not have a problem. And of course, look at that counter space for ladies to put their stuff on for taking care of their makeup and their hair. And plenty of cabinet space also. I'd like to take you over now and show you a mock-up of the Superstructure that is on every one of the Winnebago products in their Class A line, so that you have an idea of what that Superstructure actually means to you as a user and an owner. We were looking at the Vista 35B, and I'd like to show you the Superstructure that is actually a part of every Winnebago Class A motorhome. They do something that really no other manufacturer does. This A pillar and this B pillar is steel. Most manufacturers will have a little bit of steel coming up to here, and then it's just your wall and fiberglass with aluminum from there, and then you have a fiberglass cap with an H gasket that holds the windshield. The windshield from Winnebago is mounted in steel, just like your car or your truck is. The Superstructure gives you additional strength and protection in the fact that the dash is steel, the doghouse is steel, and even your motors for your wipers and your wiper blades are actually mounted in steel. Even the floor of the cab is steel. So this is one feature of Winnebago that gives you some protection, because if you are in an accident, the possibility of being hurt is certainly way less. Thanks for looking at Winnebago. Let Motorsports